being qualified for the playoffs just to play for an additional 1,000 euros. And of course also that #1 seed for themselves. The winner of this best of 3 will also get an additional 500 euros. Of course, that is the reward if you do win one of those best of 3s in the group stage. Nexus so far, my favorite, CR4ZY, your favorite. Who will be the winner? We will see right now. It's going to be the Knife, leads on Dust 2. The map pick from the Romanian side. And will it be enough to at least get them on towards that CT half and be able to, hopefully for them, get that lead, but hopefully for me as well.
Hopefully for you indeed. We'll see though. That all depends. Knife in the... Oh well, for the start going towards CR4ZY. Actually no, Nexus. Because it is Siminse there who got one of the last frags and who had that blue color on him. So that's a good start for Nexus. Means that, who knows, maybe that was what they needed, and that means that now they can go on that CT side. And we'll see now if CR4ZY then will maybe have a bit of a worse start, but in the end get to the result.
Well, indeed, the Green Hearts are, of course, showing as well. The Romanian CS scene is once more supporting their beloved Nexus. A strong team, doing really well so far in this tournament, making it very hard for the side, of course, Hellraisers to do something proper for themselves and get in towards that winner match once more. And, well, I do know that in the chat there are many fans waiting, hoping, expecting Nexus to win. But will it be enough in the end? I will put my money on towards Nexus. I know they're gonna win.
Oh,
I do believe.
Wow. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna. For me, this is wild.
You're putting 20 in on Nexus.
I'm gonna go 25.
25?
I do believe so much.
You absolute madman. Okay, well then for you, ideally and truly and
otherwise,
honestly,
all the profit I have and more will be down the drain.
Yep. You know what? I hope it for you. Honestly, thank you for already.
I'm your secretary.
Yeah, setting that up for me. That's so nice of you. We'll see if it's going to be Nexus now that do get that good start, then obviously on that CT side. And with that, we'll have to see. I am going to put in on CR4ZY. I am not going to be as, how do I put it? I'm not going
as
to...
wild.
As wild as you indeed. I would say, I will say one thing, there's the odds don't actually favor them at this point, so who knows, that could be tough. So I'll have to see then. But for now, let's fly straight into things. One of the, well, definite fan favorites, Nexus, facing off against CR4ZY, who, of course, just managed to beat Apex. Sensei starts it off well, takes out Ime, and with that, maybe makes the start for CR4ZY even, that they need.
That's a CR4ZY pronunciation.
Yeah.
Cello and Raga both get a kill in return. Raga always playing rather aggressively. And will be that a long push coming in from the side of CR4ZY. Cello with yet another frag. Deals a lot of damage on towards Surrogates. That's a beautiful one tap. Only one more player left against the 4 of Nexus. And it will be Raga with yet another frag. And as you said, RJ, I prepared something via my good friends of Google Translate.
Oh boy.
I tried to translate and I'm thinking the grammar will be off big time. Hello, Romanian friends. And, well, it told me it's Bună prieteni romani.
Wow, I'm sure they'll love that. That has to be spot on, really. I can't comment anything on that. Are you okay? Did you feel the pressure?
That took me a lot of energy. I think that's gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna need a few hours of sleep after that one because it was quite intense. And of course, the stress of having to say something in a different language you don't really know is of course quite hard. There's a little bit of a technical issue from the side of CR4ZY, but it's going to be fixed now because, well, it's going to be always quickly fixed. All gamers are IT guys, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. I think we all know that struggle as you know, gamers, I guess, of whenever things went wrong at home with the computer.
Oh, yes.
You were the one who had to fix it.
Oh, definitely.
Even though they were usually very simple problems. And
have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah.
And usually only on. Meanwhile, Zello is trying to spam out with his M4, also going rather aggressive towards the lower tunnels. We've seen it more often today, as we do see Zello with the opening frag and BTN. He's going to go a little bit too aggressive. Zello, however, with yet another refrag, makes it into an easy round, as Ime will come in with that MP Knight later on. And that means we're now going to see a 2-0 for Nexus. So far, I'm not regretting anything I put in, because so far Nexus is doing quite well. And so far, they're having to face off against the first buy round coming in from the CR4ZY side. They're, of course, now bringing those AKs. Are they going to bring the heat on towards Dust 2? That is the question soon to be answered.
Well, I put my tenor in on Crazy, so may the best win, should I say. Yes, especially Wild, because I only have 25 left in my name. Make that 50 now, actually. So we'll see. The pressure is on for Crazy to perform, and Ime does open the round up well, though. Gets the frag on Sensei. I believe that's also immediately the... Oh, no, they did manage to recover that AWP. Important, of course, to take that with them. Toxic here hops in. That was...
Always without a weapon in his hand.
Yep.
He never knows how to jump with a weapon.
I guess he just needs that extra velocity, you know, from having a knife in your hand.
Well, let's see. It's going to be indeed a player lead so far for Nexus. Of course, they also have Unconnected to their name. And he's a legendary player, not really doing anything. Well, this is a very good player. It's going to be Zergis. Being forced back by the molly. The bomb now to be picked up and going towards that B side. Reg, however, figures he sprays through the smoke. Gets a double kill. Now we only have Psycho and Zergis alive as Psycho goes low. And apparently, my pronunciation was pretty good. And we're going to see that Rio coming in from Nexus is also pretty good. As Crazy is losing the early stages of this round.
Oh, look at that. They're all so happy with you. Good job, really. That's very nice.
Well, I'm happy I actually got it there, and I'm doing my thing to keep the Romanian casters ready.
See, they're even starting to wonder, you know, if you're not a native Romanian. So who knows?
Maybe in my dreams. Maybe my roots are... No, my roots are definitely Dutch, but...
They're as Dutch as can be, I think. Well, as Frisian as can be, I think is the best way to put it.
Indeed.
Now, of course, Nexus is still off to that good start, right? 3-0. And maybe they can keep maintaining this. Crazy, of course, now also on a pistol armor buy. And that is really not that much to work with. But at the same time, we have seen pistol armor buys go so well. We've seen them really sharp at times. And we'll see now if that's going to be true for Crazy as well, or if Nexus is just going to have an easy time, so to speak, fragging away.
We do, of course, still see those pistols not doing all too much, as Sensei has not invested anything. Of course, he wants to have that AWP later on, as, well, he doesn't need to do anything crazy, as, well, they don't expect themselves to win this round later on, possibly. As, well, those pistols, close range, will do well, but so far they're not really contesting. Utility to be thrown out, it will be that mid to be split. As it's going to be Nexus 2 players standing by on towards the B side, but support possibly to come down from CT. First players will be tagged up, now the push will be there. Sensei actually getting the frag on towards the first player. No, Raga will still stay alive. Submit with the follow-up, 2 kills for him. Good spray from Ime, but it will not be enough. It's going to be Psycho with an AK actually in towards the smoke, but he will fall as well. It's Cello once more with a frag of his own, and a 4-0 lead in favor of Nexus, and slowly but steadily, they're extending their lead. AWP by for Sensei this time around. Full buy in the sense of Crazy. And will it be their round to finally win? Because they need to start winning soon. Because if they don't, things are looking quite bad for you.
Oh, absolutely. That's not the outcome that we like to hear, of course. It's the Nexus show so far. But let's see if this full buy, as you put it, can turn things around. That is really vital for Crazy, of course. Otherwise... How do I put it? It's going to be tough, you know. It's going to be more negative and negative. Ime there goes for a lovely double kill. Is it going to be a triple? No. Doesn't quite connect that just yet, but that is a good double to start it off with.
I think someone just panic dropped that bomb in towards the doorway as well. It's like, oh no, you have this smoke. As Toxic will be tagged up by a smoke slightly, as he will fall back. At least that's a very good start so far from the side of Nexus. 2 kills. And they're not really that contested. Ime only taking 5 damage. How? Not sure, maybe a molly somewhere, or just him stubbing his toe against some bricks lying around, because, well, it's a little bit of a cluttered map sometimes. And who doesn't have that? Oh, maybe he stepped on a Lego, but I would say that's 25 damage or something.
Yeah, that would be way more severe, to be honest. Nothing like stepping on a Lego. Anyhow, Crazy now, they are looking at negative odds. In the meantime, the Toxic can throw something back. Ime goes down there, and now we see a 4v3 coming in now. That's... potentially more.
He makes a drop noise. Now they know he's rather close. And they're standing by. Flashbang to come in, and that means now the AW player has to fall back. Raga actually now with the AWP rather than Zello, who's already fallen a little bit before. It's going to be that 3-on-3 situation as now Psycho is moving up, and it seems like they're actually gaining A-side control. I'm not really sure. Was Zello actually alive, and did he drop that himself as he dropped in towards the CT areas. Now a kill comes in favor of CR4ZY. It's going to be BTN moving up, and ooh, he will go down as well. We've lost the kill vid. Reap in peace, as it's only Rug alive in the 1v3. With his AWP, most likely will go for that safe call, as unfortunately the chances of him winning this round are rather slim. With now the first round going to CR4ZY, so I'm seeing a slight smile appear on towards your face.
Maybe, just a little bit. Raga here does do a good job of saving that AWP, though. He can maybe use that in the next round, see where that can come in clutch. And now, indeed, that bomb is going to explode. And that is a solid play for CR4ZY. They also managed to make it out with 3 people alive. All in all, this is enough round and a weapon flying.
Showered in weapons.
Yeah,
Wop.
flying all the way to them. And we'll see now if CR4ZY can keep this going. That was, of course, a full buy for them. So who knows? Maybe it's that is just the thing that they need.
Of course, people often ask us, who do we think are the best players on the side of NEXUS? Well, for starters, the AWP of Zello, absolutely insane.
Yes.
But Ime as
is also
a rifler is great, but I think my true highlight is BTN. He's the IGL, yet he frags so heavily. He does so much for his team, despite actually having to think about everything that's going on as well. So I think, for me, he's truly the favorite. But, well, we can't underestimate Ime and Zello.
Does that also, is that in part also a personality thing? You know, because he's got
because he's the father B.
The IGL position. It's not only his performance, but also the I guess just really the personality and the fun. Oh, that's a nice one by Saminse there though, and BTN holds it off. Case in point, you know. And so far, this tunnels execute is just not what it should be. Molly cancelled out, and BTN just continues the madman. Goes for a triple even at the end. Incredibly well done by him. And that makes the 5th round for NEXUS.
Well, in the meantime, we see BTN racking up so many kills against his opponents that he doesn't even seem like the father. They have to call him daddy, because he's just so important. He's an authority figure for the side of both NEXUS and CR4ZY so far. And he's smacking them left, right, and center. He's being the boss that they need to gain that lead. It's a 5-1 scoreline so far in favor of the NEXUS side. And they have just won another round. They've now reset the economy of CR4ZY slightly, who are still able to buy, but all are, of course, also quite able to die. BTN and Ime will eventually trade out each other, meaning it's now a 4-on-3, and there's actually a player quite close and quite low. Circus on low HP. Oh, why are you throwing away the bomb and the round like that, Ime? A triple kill coming in, but that was sloppy play from CR4ZY. And are you starting to doubt yourself?
Not yet, not yet. I'm going to keep believing, you know, like this... This is just a temporary setback, honestly, and CR4ZY will come back from this. They have to.
Well, just look at it again. Ime having the right timing on towards Sensei. He actually decided to drop away the bomb a little bit more safely, so he could go aggressive. Yet then the teammate covering him off didn't cover him off, because, well, Sensei was out in the open. Pistol armor or eco for some on the side of CR4ZY, as they now have to save up for yet another buy round. Their loss bonus to the maximum. Yet it is not enough for them to keep buying in every round without a bomb plan to come in as well. Sensei feeling as if he needs, and most likely he will, that AWP to have a big impact on towards the match. It seems like CR4ZY is so far not really getting any success with the weapons they do buy.
We'll see if BTN short hold is going to be strong enough, but indeed, not really the best outlook for them at this point, and that does also mean that NEXUS is going to get closer and closer quite swiftly as well, to be honest, because, you know, this round... What?
He saw a little gap through the smoke. He saw a player sneak by, and then, well, damn QQ standing in the corner is quite easily to be pre-fired. Now a nade comes in as well from, of course, Zello. Dealing moderate damage on towards Toxic, not too much, but if Sensei would have been there, well, he would have imploded. BTN now with yet another frag as he goes more aggressive. Psycho going down. Zello standing by to have a follow-up. There's only 2 more players remaining. Sensei has now upgraded from the P250 to a Rec 9. But can he wreck a player, or will he be wrecked himself, as his team so far is not doing all too swimmingly? Ime will dodge the flash, will eventually get the frag as well. And that's another clean round to come in from NEXUS. And look at their money situation. Ime already on towards 10,000, and the rest slowly coming there. Yet, of course, their opponents are now once more able to buy as well. And it's going to be crazy. Once again, trying to get in there.
Yeah, the reserves for Nexus are also disturbing, to say the least. I gotta say that it's... Yeah, how do I put it?
Already 7 rounds.
Yeah, it's disturbing is maybe the right word to use. Crazy here, even if they're on their T side, you know, they just aren't showing up like they should. They should be able to prove themselves. They should be able to get a few rounds in between at least. But right now it looks to just be decisively for Nexus, you know. They just really sharp. They really, well, take over almost, I'd say. And with that crazy, just kind of, well, being left behind, I could say. They only have that 1 round, and it's not really much more than that.
Time and time again, Nexus just seems to be the stronger side. Tactical timeout being called by Crazy just before this buy round. Of course, hoping that they can now finally get their second. Because it's been a long time coming, or at least you would hope to see. As of now, Nexus seems to be way stronger, having, I believe, now also a double AWP to work with. Zello and both Raga picking it up. It's quite interesting because in the previous days we actually saw Seminze going for the secondary op rather than Raga, who's been a quite aggressive rifler, and maybe giving him that AWP is a chance to let him play a little bit more slow and just play him a little bit differently than he used to do.
It would be a solid idea to try and slow him down like that. The AWP, of course, a far more static weapon. Doesn't really allow for you to move up close.
Well, we've seen people play aggressive.
Oh, no, we've seen it, yes. But in general, you know, like according to the rules, so to speak, or according to expectations, it's not exactly the weapon that you're going to push up with that aggressively. Zello here gets pushed out of that position. Molly does get thrown in, but DemQQ has pushed through that Molly, and well, I assume that is known by now, seeing as the smoke also cancelled it out. More utility here, flying onto that A site, and Ime even in the meantime can take out CR4ZY. And that might already be the
lower
start.
Tunnel.
Yeah.
Toxic is standing by for the flank. Will now get the first, but he's taking so long that they are able to flank him in. But from short, of course, there will also be a peek coming down. Raga moving up, will not get the first. The flick just missing his target. DemQ doing the work, and now we are back to a 4-on-3 in favor of Crazy, as they now have their flanker from lower tunnel going towards bottom mid. Ime, of course, to get another kill. Seminze to move in as well. They're trying to contest it short area. Ooh, they spot the players. The smoke now also coming in. Ime with 2 more kills. Only Psycho alive. Ime, can you wait? He's trying to do it, and Psycho, he got hit. The diffuser.
Lord.
Ime with the ace as well. Let's go, baby. Nexus taking it.
Oh, this is insane. Nexus is showing up so much today. That's... Oh, that is just insanity. I mean, look at him sticking it, you know? I guess this could qualify as a ninja. Psycho is trying to spray down, missing critical amounts of shots. He did still have some bullets, but Ime there just pops out of there with his Tech 9 and boop, boop, ace for him.
I'm just going to redo my who's the best player on the side of Nexus. It's Ime. No contest whatsoever, as we do see Nexus now being forced away from their A long hold. And of course the elevator wants go. I'm just hoping that someone makes an elevator noise, just to have that little bit of
Oh, wow. Ooh,
it used to go better before my voice slightly died, as now we do see a tag coming down from Sensei. Even with the scout, he can be damaging, yet he doesn't get a kill just yet. But of course, they now have that long control. Psycho standing by here at the mid doors, hoping a player would peek. So far, they haven't really. That means it's still a slowdown. Oh, that Molly might actually hunt him down, as he will throw indeed that smoke as he tagged up slightly. But so far, no real pressure coming down from Crazy. Now they are going for that A take right now. There will be a Molly coming down from Zello to possibly counter them and have them go quite wild. And Zello with the opening frag. He will go for a second. He will get it as well. What an aggressive peek and no-scope.
Oh.
And there's only one more player along. Will this be the second ace in succession? Oh, yes he will. Zello also doing the work. 9-1 Nexus. It's unbelievable.
What is this? This is the, like, even if it's the CT side, this is so dominant. They are just showing up so much. Look at this, the no-scope, the 4th, and then eventually, 1, 2, 3, the 5th. It's absolutely insane. Nexus right now, this is beyond showing up. This is just dominating. This is destroying. And oh lord, I'm starting to regret my decisions. You know,
They're ready to go towards Hellraisers.
I should have,
because they want their rematch, and they're just showing that their aim is on point today. Flashbang's going in towards long, but Ime already getting 2 kills before even the flash pops correctly. We already have 2 players going down. Of course, it's a pistol armor eco for the side of Crazy, yet it might just not be enough as Ime gets a third as well. Kills after kills being gained, because I'm talking plural all the time if we're talking about Ime.
Yep.
Because he's just always getting more and more and more. Only 2 players left standing for the side of Crazy. It's Sensei with a deagle and Psycho as well with a little bit of armor, trying to maybe contest towards A. He will have the smoke, he will have something, but he won't have any teammates. As Ime might go for another ace, because why not, right? Just go for the wild hunt. And they're even using their utility to slow things down. Saminte will get a kill on towards Sensei, leaving only Psycho alive. They now know where he is, most likely, because he threw the smoke as well. Getting a tag on towards Saminte is nice enough, but a headshot in return brings it to double digits, 10-1 already. Absolute dominance from Nexus on their CT side, right here on Dust 2. And that is, of course, we have to say, their map pick.
Yeah, absolutely has to be reiterated, perhaps, the fact that Nexus are just really dominating on Dust 2, and they did choose this for themselves. But at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of 12 or 13 result, you know, for Nexus here. If these players keep showing up this much, if they keep performing this well, there is a solid chance there. Attempt at the wall bang doesn't really show through. And now we can have the utility being drawn out and some more being thrown around. We can see the players falling back. It's a patient play so far by Nexus. And Nexus, who have all the time in the world, who feel probably as confident as can be right now, and who, well, Lord knows what they might keep bringing to the table here.
Well, BTN standing by with M4 as Zello has been tagged up at this moment in time. He's still playing around that A area, having that cheeky little angle, of course, easy to fall back with, as he will now be flashed out, goes back towards the side, but this time he will be taken off guard. Is DemQ moving up now, also mollying on towards Father B, but Raga with a follow-up on towards Toxic. That is the flank player, or at least lurker, for the side of Crazy to be taken down. 4-on-4, bomb now coming down slowly, and there will be a nade from BTN taking up Sensei quite well. But of course, that's not really dealing any damage in towards a kill regard. There's still a player on mid that could come in for a flank later. As DemQ now also with an AWP trying to hold on. 2 ops on their afterplant is a little bit risky, but it seems to maybe be working. But Ibe, he's still alive. As Psycho now takes down Ragas, leads a 3-on-3 again. And Saminte, of course, also with the follow-up. BTN also taking one down, but Sensei 1v1. Saminte, however, now running out of time, has to go for a very quick peek and, of course, maybe stick this defuse entirely. It's going to be Sensei waiting. He's waiting. He's waiting.
No!
He,
God.
Only just gets the round in. Your heart.
My heart.
Almost imploding.
Oh,
and it was Crazy getting their second round. It was so close.
This is just, I'm worried, you know, like I just, wait, is he just not going to peek? Is he going to stay there? What are you doing? Why are you staying there?
Baby.
Yeah, like that, but seriously, 1/3 of a second more and that would have just been another defuse for Nexus. And that would have been another round win. That
would have been 11-1. That would be painful, to say the least. Well, at least they bring it back once, but then Raga will be there with a clean hatchet on towards Sensei. Once more, the player lead in favor of Crazy, and look at, or Nexus rather. So do see Psycho actually with a Galil. So he might go back to T-spawn and go for a little bit of an upgrade, as they're going to be, well, so far, Nexus doing well, possibly going for that 11th round, and double digits already is quite well. Going for even more, might be greedy in some regards, but, well, it could work out as Xello will fall back, will throw in a nade, and that deals a lot of damage. It's Toxic already going rather low. And it's going to be DemQ trying to move up towards short. Will there be enough flashes to get him in? Yes, there will be. There's also some utility on the side of Nexus to slow things down if they do go for short once more. Run boost comes in, that can't be cancelled out, but the Molly will come in and Toxic will be traded. But actually, it's going to be Toxic surviving, taking down some mints as well. Going towards that B side, and this might be a turnaround, but then there will be the nade from Raga. And once more, he just comes in clean as well as Cello, leaving only Psycho alive, and Ime, the man himself, for the aggression. Oh, hello. Goodbye. It's going to be the 11th round, as we said before, for Nexus. bring it a little bit close, but they did it in the end.
That was, for a moment, I mean, oh well, for a moment I thought maybe in some off chance that could have turned in Crazy's favor, but the nade there coming onto Toxic really just pulled it together and made it clear that, well, at this point, Crazy, I have no idea that... I wonder, you know, what the lads from NEXUS here, how they are showing up this hard. I can barely make coherent sentences at this point because it's just...
You're shocked.
Absolute and utter insanity.
You're already turning a little bit pale. And of course, the misery that is Crazy's loss. Because, well, of course, they can still come back, but so far it doesn't seem like it. Cello to be flashed out of his position, but he still has a player in towards pit as well, who will now throw a smoke for more angles to play with. BTN with the opening frag, but Zerg has a very clean refrag on towards him. He's quick, but he can't respond that quickly, but Cello can. It'll be in hand, will get a double. Look out for sure, buddy, because there's someone pushing up, and that's going to be Psycho. He takes down Father B. But still, there's a player lead in favor of NEXUS. And even if they lose players, even if they lose money, they have enough to buy the rest of this map. And it will be Raga with the last one. It was sloppy in the end for NEXUS. But still, it's a round regardless. 12-2. And we're possibly going for a 13.
Oh, I was just going to say, what round is this? Yeah, can you say that again? Oh, Lord, this is just... Clearly, I gotta admit, right, I was wrong.
I told you maybe in the pre-talk for this match, I told you NEXUS was going to rush for Deutsche Pretzetze. That benchmark has now been taken. I'm hoping they can at least still go on because this was his target. But, well, they're just too strong, buddy.
Yeah, like this was the target, but it's not like I don't see the reverse sweep happening anymore. You know, that you have strong CT sides. Cello takes out Sensei. Does he go for the second? Not quite, but that nade is going to be on point, I believe. No, actually, that was...
Actually, most likely just behind the box, so them QQ will not be QQing, but Raga will hear the smoke, will not go for a wallbang. He's expecting some legs to fly by, and, well, they flew. Just a little bit too high to be peeked out. It's going to be Crazy, most likely, for an A-split to come out. Two players still on side. Ume standing by, most likely with Cello once more. The AWP already opening up the score against Sensei. And Sensei, in the previous match against Apex, was the star player. Ume will get a good dink on towards the second player after taking down one, but it's not enough to at least get that round really in favor of NEXUS already. The mollies will come out. There will be a push coming out, and Cello might be stuck in Goose here. But it's going to be a Goose that will be shooting back quite heavily. 2 kills coming in. Will it be a 4K for him? One shot can do it. Even the head to come out. Wow. 13-2, and Cello's just insane today. 23 frags to 3 deaths for him. 21-6 for Ime. That A side is on lockdown, and then you might be wondering, why the hell doesn't Crazy go towards B?
This is just insanity. I'm sorry, but 13-2. What is Crazy going to do in this second half? What are their odds now? Like
they have to win the pistol.
Oh yes, well they have to win the pistol and so much more, Childrick. It's not just a case of winning the pistol. It's a case of winning the pistol and then pulling some sort of reverse sweep of 10 rounds. And let's be real here. We both know that that's so unlikely to happen, that this could so easily just be in favor of NEXUS. They started off so strongly, so why aren't they going to just continue, you know? Words escape me. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. You know what? I should, in a way, maybe have expected NEXUS to be good. But I couldn't have expected them to be almost impeccable. They've only given Crazy 2 rounds. And now let's see how this pistol is going to go, okay? You know, let's see what this is going to give. But Sergers, he does open up, and that's the defense covered for now. Could be a good chance, but Ime takes out Sensei. And yes, I'm sure you're laughing it up whilst I am starting to reconsider my life choices.
That's just insane. Ime moving in, getting 2 dings for himself, or at least gooshes, as we have to call them without head armor. NemQ trying to tap back. It's going to be NEXUS still doubting on where they want to go. Having, well, no real pressure to go anywhere just yet with the time still in their hands. NemQ trying to face mid. He will get a beautiful one-tip on towards Ime. Will try to get a second, but BTN will be there. Toxic now peeking in for himself. Will get also a frag on towards that CT side, as he will try to tap away, but well, from top mid, there might be a flank. Oh, Psycho going down. Crazy, it seems so possible, but I hope they might be overextending. They take soon to follow from the side of Nexus, trying to commit, but look at the low HP. It should be doable for the side of Crazy to at least get this in. Oh my god, BTN drive-by! But there will be Toxic coming into the flank, he will get one. And Raga on low HP will most likely try to go for a plant. I'm not really sure why he didn't already. It's going to be the third round for Crazy. At least they won the pistol. It is possible still.
Oh, but
they have to make so many things work. And Nexus is just gonna...
But that BTN drive-by as well, you know?
Oh yeah, easy.
Oh, no.
No sweat on the forehead.
No, you look at... Oh, you're gloating. You're enjoying this. This is just not fair. This is... No. I can't have this. This is just...
Too much for a man to handle at this time of day.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Raga saw a player actually step by. Raga actually used to be the primary opper for the side of Nexus, but now he's the secondary opper, and Siminse is more of a support role, rather than, of course, the secondary opper that I expected him to be earlier on. Moody Deagle could have a good chance. Siminse now on 1 HP. 1 HP and a dream, but he hops away, but not away in time. It's going to be Psycho with the opening frag. Actually, a force buy from Nexus, which to me is a little bit odd, but, well, maybe they'll try to make something work. And so far, they have the right to be as confident as they are. Because, well, 13-2 halftime, baby, that's just too much to handle.
Yeah, no, I will admit that. Oh, Psycho here, though, comes in from a good position, gets the second, and the third isn't quite there because he ran out of ammo. Raga did get that frag in the end, but that was just about it. Crazy actually pulling off a pretty good round here so far. You know, you see them with their fourth, and they also kept 4 team members alive. So far, that's really not that shabby. That means that Nexus now have to be on an eco as well, I believe.
Few pistol upgrades, and look at the spawns. This might be the biggie rush of my dreams.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Nexus go? No, they're not going.
Keep dreaming, keep dreaming. I don't know, man. I think the B rush is just overrated. It's an over.
It's over. Oh my god, we're not friends anymore. Ended friendship with RJ, now best friends with Nexus and the Romanian scene. It's going to be Cello with the opening kill towards Sensei, but DemQ will get one in return at least. Keeps it in a 4-4 score, but Toxic low, Cello low. So far it's going to be that, a play. Psycho going down after getting one kill towards BTM. Luckily they still have long control, but bomb plant coming in will mean a decent buy for Nexus in the round to come. Will it be able to be won, however? That's going to be the question. Cello still has, of course, an MP9, but they're a player down. Never mind. It's Raga with the Deagle, and everything seems to be working on the side of Nexus. They can take any fight, and they can make it work. Apart from that one, Cello now in a 1v2. Look at low HP from Toxic. Of course, one bullet will do the trick. It's going to be DemQ rather close, but the wallbang comes in the end. It's a round for Crazy, as we would have expected with the eco from Nexus, but, well, even for an eco, their damage dealt is insanely good.
Absolutely, it's Crazy that now do get their 5th round, and Nexus so far not having been able to achieve anything on the T side. They've gotten close a few times, but so far that hasn't really been close enough. They haven't been able to really finish it out. And that might mean that Nexus now are having to take a couple of losses on the chin. And Crazy, maybe, just maybe, can keep coming back from this. Let's hope that they can reach their double digits first. Imagine, right, the comeback of a lifetime. From a 2-round from being at 2 rounds versus 13, going back to eventually 10. And it starts off well. DemQQ there, he takes out Cello, and that's one of the top players. Raga also goes down by the hands of Psycho. And that means we've got a 3v5. This is doable. Nexus shouldn't be able to have this anymore.
I'm still not worrying. I'm still believing, but of course we now see Crazy at least build some momentum. It's going to be still that 5-3 situation in favor, of course, on the side of Crazy, and, well, they're building economy. As you said, they're surviving with sufficient amounts of players to get something going for themselves. The bomb dropped, currently still, I believe, around that T-spawn to long doors area, and Siminse is holding down on towards a long. Might soon see Sensei move up, and Sensei is trying to pre-aim, just trying to not overextend. His teammate moves up right now more aggressively at blue. It's going to be Siminse falling. That's now a 5-2 situation. And that means we're now slowing things down, or at least letting things go in favor of the Crazy side. Sensei with the wrong timing going off that angle, as we now see BTN trying to get a first frag in. Nate will fall as it's going to be Sergis low. And that's a touchdown, baby. Sensei standing by will be dinged through the wall. That's insane amount of damage. And of course, insane amount of fear being put on towards him as well. BTN getting in close, but the players are standing by. Also one in the CT crossover. Sensei takes out BTN, only Ima alive. He gets one. Still need to get 3 more before the timer runs out, or at least he has the bomb down. This is going to be 50 seconds left, and he's spraying like a mad flat, but he's running out of bullets. Glock, pew, pew, pew. Not enough.
No, there was an attempt there, but sadly that couldn't really be made true. A valiant attempt as well, I dare say. But so far, CR4ZY takes their 4th round in this second half, and their 6th in total. Slowly but surely making up the gap that they have between Nexus. There might be a chance here, you know. I did say it has to be quite the reverse sweep, but there is an opportunity there. They just have to keep Nexus, their economy low, and they have to just keep it up, really. Don't give up and don't stop believing themselves.
Well, it's going to be pistol armor or eco for few for Nexus right now. They seem to be having to slow down a little bit. But, well, we have to say, CR4ZY so far, not even at half the rounds that Nexus has had in their first half. But their T side is not really off to the greatest of starts. Cello trying to move through. Sees a shadow. Knows the player is currently standing on that ledge. But Toxic also jumping around at the B side doors. Now spots down Cello. Cello will be spotted as well. Goes for the turn on towards the player. Now dropped. It's Psycho eventually getting the upper hand, but it could have gone either way because Psycho took such a long time. New player, new chances. And Sergey's getting actually 2. And, well, Nexus, their aim is slowing down. It's Ime, the last player alive in a 1v5. And he's just gonna stand here and wait. Hope to be eventually peaked and then get a kill with his deagle to then have a rifle. RJ, I went on towards Google Translate and I've once more translated a sentence.
Oh boy.
I will absolutely wreck this.
Of course you will, but go ahead.
Sine Cel my boon Nexus. Who is the best? Nexus.
Oh god.
Or at least that's what I'm trying to do, and most likely I will get feedback on probably mispronouncing the C's, which most likely RD struggled there.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff to struggle around there with those words. It's how do I put it? It's a difficult language to learn, but we'll see. They'll give us some critical feedback. And Sergey's here, by the way. That's a strong hold from him. A 4K at the end of the round, and CR4ZY really just. Well, showing up now. They've got a decent streak going, as a matter of fact. That's 5 rounds so far strung together, and just 10 more, or well, 10 more is a little bit overbearing. Just 5 more, I'd say, and they're pretty much on Nexus their heels.
Well, it's going to be CR4ZY, still 6 rounds behind, so it's going to be Nexus not really sweating as of yet, but they do know that those Ukrainian players are inching closer every round. At least there's a buy now. Cello standing by the AWP looking for that opening frag, but the op on the side of CR4ZY, or at least one of the two, is now going towards short. Sensei holding the angle. Oh, the peek in towards suicide will mean a kill. And Seminse with the follow-up as well towards that Q. Sergey is now struggling with his spray as he did before, but this time also failing to go and get the frag on towards Raga Ibe. Solo pushing B, only Psycho alive, low HP, and it's a clean round from Nexus. 14-7, and they're doing the work to get closer and closer. It's going to be CR4ZY. Eventually even able to buy as they had their reserves from, of course, those rounds before. But those reserves really need to be put to great use, because if they lose right now, they're going on a very awkward force buy.
That was the, maybe the, how do I put it? That's maybe the cast the curse there in real time. The moment I say that CR4ZY's doing well, that they just need, a few more rounds, boom, they lose the next one. Very, very painful. But we'll see. We'll see. So far, it's still a strong hold by CR4ZY in the start of this round, but then Seminse and BTN, they throw it back, and now it's again 4v3. It's not too favorable. DemQQ here has to try and hold off that site. But it is that 4v3. It is the odds right now looking favorable for Nexus, especially if Raga gets Toxic there, who was coming in the flank.
Well, it's going to be that flank being taken care of by the Nexus players. Still 2 players ahead as well. And they're just biding their time. They're waiting to go for that B take, and DemQ wants to contest mid possibly. However, Cello standing by, of course, still holding off short, and he's still waiting. It's going to be Sensei being mollied off. They know he might be there, or at least they have a hunch, but this is a fake. It's going towards the B side of the bomb plants. There will be a freebie. Saminsana also on the flank, taking out Demke, only Sensei alive. It's a 1v3, and the bomb will go down. They know he's on site. There is no more struggle, and they know he might go safe towards Long. And who's standing there? RJ, it's Cello standing by the AWP, and the moment he comes through, which is right about now, he will eventually fall as well. 15-7. And the side of NEXUS now on their first map point, of course on their own map pick. But their performance so far insanely strong.
Nuke is just going to have to be Crazy's redeeming map, you know. There's no other chance there. Honestly, with how this is going, I believe that, well, NEXUS has this map. There's no way around that. I mean, also think, yeah, the buy for Crazy right now is mediocre at best. There is no chance possible even, I think that... Oh, okay, maybe there is. Sensei there, wallbang headshot, let's go. That could be the opening we need.
But actually, Cello got the tag on towards Sensei as well, I believe, with a 97 tag. At least it's a chance for Crazy. At least they can make it happen, but BTN is standing by, waiting for a flashbang to come in and then go towards mid. Demke to be flashed out. He will be peeked as well. It's just a little bit slow from the side of NEXUS, and now with utility in their hands, there will be the peek. Why are they not supporting each other? That means Demke now gets a frag, now might get a second with Psycho as well, and well, this might be a little bit of a throw coming in, as NEXUS is giving their opponents a chance to come back.
Yeah, if you know, if they keep playing out like this, then not much of a chance. Saminsana, that was an angle. You should have checked that. And only Xelu left alive. Well, he's gotten an ace before, so maybe he'll do it again.
Well, it's going to be Cello being spotted out as he has swapped over to the AK. Will not get a kill on towards Surges, and that means that eventually Crazy will be able to get that 8th round in. Also save that AWP on towards Psycho. And that's a very cheap and easy buy, despite him being on very hard force buys, which they were just a round ago. NEXUS should have moved as a unit. They just split up once again, as we saw before happening with multiple teams. And that means against these pistols, you might have a world of trouble. Of course, they're able to buy quite well, actually. But, well, it was a little bit of a big waste.
Just a little bit. But it doesn't matter that much for NEXUS, of course. They've got the reserves and all that. And we'll see if now, this time around, they...
Raga's going in like a madman. Gets a kill. Good tag, but will fall to Sensei. There's still a player close at the corner. Will now go back to Cross. But Raga, I was a little bit flustered. He was still alive there. Amy now takes down one on towards Surges. Will then take his utility in hand, trying to make something else happen. But as you can see, usually Crazy plays with 2 players around the mid area. It's going to be Demke moving towards A as well. Sensei now pushing up through short. And will this player in elevator with a knife in his hand? Now, of course, the AK be able to hold off this onslaught of NEXUS players. A smoke will be there, a spray as well. Demke throws in a molly that will at least contest the side for the time being. BTN going rather low, as Demke still standing by rather close here in elevator. Will they hold the angle? The bomb still now having to cross, and the smoke will soon dissipate in CT. It's Demke now moving through with flashbang as well. He will get the first kill. Will he be answered the ball? Yes, Saminsana standing by. There will be, however, Toxic moving through. Indeed, across BTN. Eventually going down to the C set of Sensei. That was just a little bit, well, not just a little bit, quite sloppy from the side of NEXUS, as they could have played it out way better, because, as you saw, Crazy did use their utility, but they were coming in one by one by one.
Yeah, and that was kind of... They also had that lower HP as well, something not to forget. You know, there was a valiant attempt, but Crazy so far gets that 9th round now, and they are getting closer, you know. They are slowly but surely actually achieving those double digits at this point. If they now get one more round, and of course NEXUS still has the financial, well, prowess to be able to buy, get the utility, etc. Crazy now does stand a chance, though. It's equal footing, so let's see if... well, Crazy can keep this up. That's a good nade as well, right onto Raga. So maybe that's the start Crazy needs in this round. Toxic, though, also being sagged up, and I believe... Is that an auto shot he does?
That is indeed an auto shot.
Oh, bold. That's a bold move.
Well, you can hold tunnels quite well with it, if you're standing on towards the stack there. Psycho standing by with his teammate on towards short right here. Zello going for the peek, gets the opening on towards Psycho, goes for a second. Sensei going down! This might be the round to close it out for the side of NEXUS, as Zello misses a shot, goes for another, because he's getting shot after shot after shot after shot. They're just giving him the opportunities. The bomb will go through long. It will be the day take. BTN also with that shot on towards them QQ. And then you're standing there with your beautiful auto shotty.
Oh,
but
yes.
what can you do apart from try to style upon your own opponents from long range? Well, there's someone in CT. It's Ella with the AWP. It's not hitting the wall bang just yet, but well, it will be in due time as it's going to be Toxic still standing, and he will fall indeed as well. Raga with the frag, a 16-9 score from Nexus. Not really as convincing we might have expected from the first half, but still a very, very strong win from them.
Yeah, for a moment there, it actually looked like it was going to be the crazy comeback of the year, but eventually Nexus did manage to close that out after, for starters, one of the most convincing first halves we've seen so far, I think. 13-2. You'd almost think at that point that Crazy didn't stand a chance anymore, and at the end, you know, we can actually see Nexus now coming out on top. Very well played by them. Incredible momentum, incredible fragging power, and on a map like Dust 2, that fragging power really comes to show.